Bro, yeah, I think I just figured out what the 3 dimension actually is. Positioning of an object. The way I see an extra dimension is another range of movement. It gives us freedom into which how we can move. Like how the first dimension gave us left and right, the second gave us up and down, the third gave us forward and back, which is how we're able to have depth. The images of how we currently see fourth dimensional objects are, to me, not right. Because what other range of motion or what other range of how we can move throughout the same space does it give us? Or does it give that type of object? Even if we can replicate it in the 3 dimension, it may not behave like a fourth dimensional object, at least not fully. And I may be wrong on what I'm saying, but I gotta get this out because there may be some pieces that those who have researched this deeply might can connect to this. Suppose instead of us just always facing a certain direction, we're able to face up, down, back, forth, or wherever we can orientate ourselves and our bodies. What if that's the true 3 dimensional object and everything in the world basically looks like a sphere? Not because of the shape, but because everything is constantly at all points at the same exact time for that given space. Basically, this object would look like this and 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 this at the same exact time without it breaking its own physics. And that's what's interesting here. Because a human being facing this way can literally face this way at the snap of a finger just by thinking it. Let's say my car is facing here and I'm right here and I want it to face me. So guess what? I think it, instant. But it wouldn't look like me turning it. It would basically look like some crappy editing. Basically, it would literally look like that, which is where it gets complex, which is why we can't understand it. Because how is it that I can be like, okay, I want my car to face this, but then another person can be like, no, I want the car to be like here. How is that interaction governed based on the physics? I was talking with Chat with this, and Chat said that this resembled very closely to how quantum particles behave. At least how I'm describing it right now. But yeah, there are very much holes in this theory. Really this hypothesis, because I wouldn't even know how those behaviors would be for each object and each being there. What I do know is the first dimension, second, third, and fourth, and higher, they are not about geometry and shape. They are more about positioning and how you can move and be positioned in a single point, on a single point. It's less about where you are and more about what you want to become and what freedom of range that becoming gives you. And it also simplifies things because beings like that would kind of look like us, but not really. They'd almost look like balls. Hold on, we're finna go to part 2 on this.